everyone, I hope you are doing well. I am your chemistry teacher. So, we were studying chapter water. Continuing that only, let's today study about solutions. If we add some salt to water, then what happens? A salt solution is formed. Likewise, sugar solution can be made by dissolving sugar in water. It means for making a solution, we need at least two substances. And these two substances are generally called solute and solvent. जिस सब्सटेंस को डिसॉल्व करते हैं उसे हम सॉल्यूट कहते हैं और जिस सब्सटेंस में डिसॉल्व करते हैं उसे सॉल्वेंट कहते हैं. And normally, solute is present in smaller amount than solvent in a solution. For example, if we dissolve salt in water to form salt solution, then here salt is solute and water is solvent. Therefore, solution is defined as the homogeneous mixture of solute in a solvent, where solute is the component which dissolves and solvent is the component in which the substance dissolves. On the basis of type of solvent, we have two types of solutions. Solutions in which water is used as solvent are called aqueous solutions, and the solutions in which we use any other solvent except water are called non-aqueous solutions. Non-aqueous solutions can be alcoholic or ammonical. If solution is made in alcohol, then it is alcoholic solution, and if solution is made in ammonia, then it is ammonical solution. Like this, solutions are categorized on various bases. But we are going to focus on classification of solution on the basis of amount of solute in solution. So depending on the amount of solute, we have three types of solutions. These are saturated solution, unsaturated solution and supersaturated solution. Let's have a look on these types. अगर हम किसी कंटेनर में थोड़ा सा वाटर लें और उसमें स्मॉल अमाउंट में सॉल्ट डाल के डिसॉल्व करें, will it dissolve in water? Yes, it will. And if we keep on adding more salt in that solution, तो क्या सारा salt dissolve होता जाएगा? No. If we keep on adding more and more salt in solution, then firstly the salt will dissolve, but then a stage will come when more of salt will not dissolve. जब तो सॉल्यूशन में सॉल्ट डिसॉल्व हो रहा था तब वो था अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन, बट जब सॉल्यूशन में और ज्यादा सॉल्ट डिसॉल्व होना बंद हो गया देन इट बिकम्स अ सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन. So we can define unsaturated solution as a solution in which more solute can be dissolved at a given temperature, and saturated solution can be defined as a solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. Here if we take the example of sodium chloride, that is common salt, 36 gram of sodium chloride can be dissolved in 100 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. So it means अगर हमने 100 ग्राम वाटर में 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे 38 ग्राम सोडियम क्लोराइड डाल के डिसॉल्व करना चाहा तो उसमें से 36 ग्राम तो डिसॉल्व हो जाएगा, लेकिन 2 ग्राम डिसॉल्व नहीं होगा, क्योंकि जब 36 ग्राम डिसॉल्व हो जाता है तो वो सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन बना देता है और सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन में हम और ज़्यादा सॉल्यूट नहीं डिसॉल्व कर सकते, मीन्स के 2 ग्राम उसमें डिसॉल्व नहीं होगा. एंड फ्रॉम हियर वन मोर थिंग इज गेटिंग क्लियर्ड कि अगर हम टेम्परेचर 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस से लेस कर दें, मीन्स इफ वी कूल द सॉल्यूशन देन व्हाट विल हैपन, क्योंकि 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे तो 36 ग्राम सोडियम क्लोराइड डिसॉल्व हो रहा है. सो इफ वी कूल अ सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन देन व्हाट विल हैपन, देन जो सॉल्ट उसमें डिसॉल्व हुआ है, मीन्स जो सॉल्यूट डिसॉल्व हुआ है, इट विल स्टार्ट क्रिस्टलाइजिंग अगेन, मीन्स कि वो दोबारा सॉलिड फॉर्म में वापस आना शुरू हो जाएगा. सो ऑन लोअरिंग द टेम्परेचर solubility of a solid decreases in the solution and a part of the dissolved solute separate out in the form of crystals. वो दोबारा से solid form में आना शुरू हो जाएगा. Now this is clear that we cannot dissolve any more salt in saturated solution, but if we add more solute in saturated solution and heat it to increase its temperature, then पता है क्या होगा, हीट करने पे सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन में और ज़्यादा सॉल्यूट डिसॉल्व होना शुरू हो जाएगा. इट मीन्स हमने एक ऐसा सॉल्यूशन बनाया कि जिसमें सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन से ज्यादा अमाउंट में सॉल्यूट डिसॉल्व है. Such kind of solution is called supersaturated solution. Therefore, we can define supersaturated solution as a solution in which more solute is present at a given temperature than in saturated solution. Now यहाँ पे क्या हुआ था, एक saturated solution को heat करने पे उसमें solute और ज़्यादा amount में dissolve हो गया था. But what will happen if we again cool that solution? हीट करने पे ज़्यादा सॉल्यूट ऐड हो गया तो कूल करने पे जो सॉल्यूट डिसॉल्व हो गया था उसमें वो फिर से वापस सॉलिड फॉर्म में आना शुरू हो जाएगा. सो ऑन कूलिंग अ सुपर सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन द एक्सेस सॉल्ट प्रेजेंट इन सॉल्यूशन सेपरेट्स आउट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ क्रिस्टल्स. So this was about the types of solution. And next one we are having is characteristics of a solution. If you have observed that whenever a solute gets dissolved in a solution, the solution formed is always clear, transparent and homogeneous. And if we filter the solution through any filter paper, the whole solution will be passed through the filter paper without leaving any residue on the filter paper. Just think that if we dissolve salt or sugar or any other solute in a solvent, and if we keep it for a long time without disturbing, तो क्या solute के particles settle down हो जाएंगे? It never happens. And also we cannot see the solute particles even under microscope, because the size of solute particles is very small, which is less than 1 nanometer. Then if we have prepared salt solution, how can we get salt back from the solution? Do you know? By evaporation or by distillation. Likewise, any solute can be easily recovered from the solution by applying simple physical methods only. Now we know that only a fixed amount of solute can be dissolved in a solvent. That's why saturated solutions are formed. And the maximum amount of solute in grams that can be dissolved in 100 grams of solvent to form a saturated solution at that temperature is called solubility of that solute. Solubility of solute क्या है कि कितने ग्राम solute को हम 100 ग्राम solvent में dissolve करें ताकि वो एक saturated solution बन जाए. Solvent की amount यहाँ fix है, that is 100 grams. But we have to know the amount of solute. For example, if you have to tell solubility of KCl, that is potassium chloride, in water at 20 degrees Celsius, then it is 34 grams. And what is the solubility of sugar in water at 20 degrees Celsius? It is 204 grams. From these examples, it is somewhat clear to you that different solutes have different value of solubility. There are some factors on which solubility depends. Number one is the nature of solute. Different solutes have different solubilities in same solvent at same temperature. See here, in this table at 20 degrees Celsius, solubility of KCl, that is potassium chloride in water, is 34 grams and the solubility of NaNO3, that is sodium nitrate, in water is 88 grams. Then secondly, solubility also depends on the nature of solvent. For example, sodium chloride is soluble in solvent water, but it is insoluble in solvent benzene. Then third and next very important factor is temperature. The solubility of most of the solutes increases with increase in temperature, but this is not the case with some of the salts. We know that most of the processes are accompanied by energy change. And it is important to note here that अगर solute dissolve होने पे heat absorb होती है, means अगर ये endothermic process है, तो उसे जितनी ज़्यादा heat energy मिलेगी उतना ज़्यादा heat absorb करके ज़्यादा dissolve होगा. In this case, solubility will increase with increase in temperature. And अगर dissolution होने पे heat evolve होती है, means अगर ये exothermic process है, तो जितनी ज़्यादा हीट बाहर निकलेगी मीन्स इवॉल्व होगी उतना ज़्यादा सॉल्यूट डिसॉल्व करेगा. बट इस केस में अगर हम टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करके ज़्यादा हीट एब्जॉर्ब करवाएं फिर तो सॉल्युबिलिटी डिक्रीज होगी, क्योंकि सॉल्युबिलिटी इंक्रीज कैसे हो रही थी, हीट इवॉल्व करके. Then to check the solubility of different substances at different temperatures, we have solubility curves. For obtaining solubility curves, the solubility of the substances is plotted along y-axis and the temperature is plotted along x-axis. Here are given solubility curves of some salts. See the curve of NaNO3, that is sodium nitrate. It is at the top. If you want to know the solubility of NaNO3 at 10 degrees Celsius, then take a ruler and draw a vertical line starting at x-axis at 10 degrees Celsius, because we want to know the solubility at 10 degrees Celsius. Then draw a horizontal line from the point on the curve till it reaches the y-axis. See the value at y-axis. We get that at 10 degrees Celsius, approximately 80 grams of sodium nitrate is soluble in 100 grams of water. Now, if you want to know the solubility of KCl, that is potassium chloride, at 70 degrees Celsius, then draw a vertical line starting at x-axis at 70 degrees Celsius. Then draw a horizontal line from that point on the curve till y-axis. We get the solubility of KCl at 70 degrees Celsius equal to 50 grams. Then similarly for K2SO4, that is potassium sulfate, the solubility is found out to be equal to 30 grams at 70 degrees Celsius. Like this, we can find out the solubility of different substances at different temperatures with the help of solubility curves. Now let's check some of the applications, means uses of solubility curves. Number 1, like now only we got to know that KCl is more soluble in water at 70 degrees Celsius than K2SO4, because KCl कितने अमाउंट में डिसॉल्व हो सकता है 50 grams and K2SO4 कितना डिसॉल्व हो सकता है 30 gram. 50 is more than 30, so that's why KCl, that is potassium chloride, is more soluble in water at 70 degrees Celsius than potassium sulfate. So we can compare the solubilities of different substances at given temperature. Then the second is, if we want to know कि किस टेम्परेचर पे कौन सा सॉल्यूट कितने ग्राम डिसॉल्व हो सकता है, then also we can use solubility curves. So it is used to calculate the solubility of a given substance at the given temperature. Number 3. For this, see at 20 degrees Celsius, solubility of NaNO3, that is sodium nitrate, in water is 100 grams. If we cool it to 10 degrees Celsius, then 80 gram of NaNO3 can dissolve in 100 gram of water. It means if this solution is cooled from 20 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius, then 20 gram of sodium nitrate, that is NaNO3, will crystallize out. Therefore, solubility curves are also used to study the effect of cooling the hot saturated solutions of different substances. Moving on to the next topic. Solubility of gases in liquid solvent is also affected by factors like pressure and temperature. Let's firstly check the effect of pressure. The effect of pressure on the solubility of gas in a liquid solvent is given by Henry's law, which states that at any given temperature, the mass of a gas dissolved in fixed volume of a liquid is directly proportional to the pressure on the surface of the liquid. अब जो मास डिसॉल्व हो रहा है लिक्विड में वो डायरेक्टली किसके प्रोपोर्शनल है, प्रेशर के. मींस अगर प्रेशर ज्यादा होगा तो गैस का ज्यादा मास डिसॉल्व होगा, अगर प्रेशर लेस होगा तो गैस का लेस मास डिसॉल्व होगा. फॉर दिस वी हैव वेरी कॉमन एग्जांपल. You must have observed that on opening the bottle of cold drink or soda water, the gas rapidly bubbles out because on opening, pressure gets decreased and thus solubility of carbon dioxide gas in it decreases. क्योंकि हेनरी लॉ में हमने क्या पढ़ा कि प्रेशर जितना कम हो जाएगा गैस उतनी ही कम डिसॉल्व होगी, और बॉटल का कैप ओपन करने पे प्रेशर कम हो जाएगा तो गैस क्या होगी, डिसॉल्व कम होनी शुरू हो जाएगी, वो बाहर निकलना शुरू हो जाएगी. And then if we talk about the effect of temperature, it is observed that mostly the solubility of a gas in a liquid decreases with increase in temperature, because dissolution of gas in solvent is an exothermic process. अभी थोड़ा टाइम पहले डिस्कस किया था ना that for exothermic processes the solubility decreases with increase in temperature. For this also we are having many examples. Let us discuss one here, that when we boil water it loses its taste. Boil करने पे water का taste change हो जाता है ना. Why? This is because water contains some dissolved gases. उन डिजॉल्व्ड गैसेस के कारण ही वाटर को एक पर्टिकुलर टेस्ट मिला होता है. बट ऑन बॉइलिंग ड्यू टू इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर द सॉल्युबिलिटी ऑफ द गैसेस डिक्रीजेस एंड द डिजॉल्व्ड गैसेस आर एक्सपेल्ड आउट. अब गैसेस ही बाहर निकल गई, देन वाटर का टेस्ट भी क्या हो जाएगा, लूज हो जाएगा.